Hey, it's Jeremy with Strength in Numbers again. Is your idea of identity theft protection whatever your credit card gives you? Well, you might be setting yourself up for a big world of hurt. I'm going to show you today the secrets of a good identity theft protection plan. Has your identity ever been stolen? Mine wasn't, but my debit card's been stolen, and it's about the same outcome, but just with much bigger of a scale. The thing is when someone steals your identity, they're going for a joyride at your expense. But here's the thing, people don't really understand that none of it you are liable for, but it can be a huge mess to clean up. So I want to share with you just 3 quick tips about how you can make sure you have an identity theft protection plan that's right for you. First, make sure your credit reports are being monitored. Now, that's typically what you hear everybody offering, right? You know, your Visa card may offer that, and LifeLock may offer that, and all these different places. Oh, we monitor, we monitor, we monitor. Here's the little secret. No one can prevent identity theft, but you can be protected against it, which is why identity theft protection is not an insurance product. It's a protection plan, which is different. So you actually can't prevent identity theft very well. You can help try to prohibit it and try to keep it from happening and try to protect yourself after the fact, but no one can totally prevent it from happening. No one else can totally prevent an accident from hitting you, in an intersection either. But the point is you need to have protection in place. And rather than an insurance product, which is insuring you against a loss, the identity theft protection plans are usually something that's taking care of the work you have to put in. See, the actual monitoring is not so much the problem, but make sure you do have the monitoring of your credit report going on. That's the first part. The second thing is you want to make sure that you have access to cash, because here's the thing, when someone gets your identity, if they get access to anything that can connect to your bank account, whether it's the access to your bank account or they get the debit card and they start charging things and it comes out of your bank account, then those funds you will be without temporarily. Now, I strongly believe in emergency funds so that you'll have that cash in place, not depending on a credit card for an emergency, or not using a credit card instead of a debit card because of fear of this happening. But you still should have good identity theft protection in place that takes care of if you have lost funds until you get them back. And that's the key with identity theft. It's all completely fraud. You're not liable for it. A third step is you need to make sure that, and this is the most important step, I want to be clear, you need to make sure that you have an identity theft protection plan that assigns you a dedicated case manager to do the legwork for you. See, you're not liable for any of it, but it can take, according to research, anywhere from 100 to 200 hours of manpower to clear it all up. I don't have time for that. I don't know about you, but I don't have time for that. That's a tremendous headache. And that's what most people get into a problem with, is they have protection, they have monitoring, and then their identity gets stolen, and now what? Now, they couldn't prevent it, and now how are they going to be taken care of? Are they going to be taken care of by a 24-hour 800 number? Okay, and here, well, we're on it, no, that's it. Well, I think you should have a dedicated case manager who now will get a limited power of attorney to sign things in your name and goes and does 99% of the legwork for you of filling all the forms out, contacting the creditors and telling them this is fraud, all that stuff. I think the only thing you really need to actually have to do is file the police report saying that your identity's been stolen. So they're doing all this work for you that you're just not having to do, which is a tremendous loss of time, loss of wages if you have to put in that work, not to mention all the physical and emotional stress that comes with that. By having a dedicated case manager that you can call whenever you need to is a valuable resource. And in my opinion, I wouldn't even consider it identity theft protection if you don't have that. Now let's transition that to some comparisons, some recommendations. Just a reminder, I don't sell any of this stuff, so I don't get anything for telling you this, okay? It's not gonna come back to me. I don't get a kickback. I don't get a referral fee, none of that stuff. But here's my opinion on where you should get identity theft protection. Number one, I get rid of the credit cards completely. They're doing you far more harm than whatever identity theft coverage protection they're providing you. It's minimal, it's terrible, it's usually just credit monitoring, and that's fine. We can get that elsewhere. Secondly, I would not use LifeLock. Sorry guys, I'm coming down on you. They got 3 tiers, and in order to get the level of service that I'm about to recommend, you'd have to go to their highest tier and pay $30 a month as of this recording. What I recommend at this point is using Zander Insurance, Zander, ZANDERINS.com. I recommend using them for less than $7 for an individual every month. You can have that dedicated case manager. You can have $1 million of access to funds for attorney's fees and lost funds in the meantime until you get everything restored to you. And yes, there is that credit monitoring as well. Also covers your kids by default if they're minors. So there's a lot of great things that are included there, and it's far less than LifeLock and even less than the cheapest option of LifeLock. So Zander Insurance has got the best one out there that I've seen so far. That's for the individual. For a family, I believe it's like 12 something a month. So no matter how many people are in the family, it'll cover the whole family for less than the cost of 2 individuals, which is great. So identity theft protection in this day and age is something you should not be without, because it's not so much a question of whether or not your identity can be stolen. It's a matter of question of when sometimes, which is sad to say. We see it all the times with Equifax breaches and this breach here at Home Depot and all these different places where access to information is getting opened up to all these thieves. So we need to make sure that we have ourselves protected. And the best way to do that is identity theft protection. I hope this has been helpful information for you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to continue dialogue with you. Make sure you grab my free ebook, The Money Finder, where you can go over 6 things that you're already spending in and ways you can save. The average person who reads that book saves $200 a month or more on their expenses. And join my free Facebook community, the Strong Together Money community. Would love to have you in there. Continue this dialogue, and you can continue to learn and grow. This has been Jeremy of Strength in Numbers, helping you keep your wallet heavy and your heart light.